Hi, I'm Swapna and I welcome you to Your Learn Lab. Here we learn a whole bunch of things in the simplest possible way. As you watch, make sure you like and share the learning too. And don't forget to hit the bell button and subscribe for more. In the previous video, we learned how to organize data into class intervals. Now, the next question is how to calculate mean when data is grouped into class intervals. And in this video, we are going to find out exactly how to do that. We have a question here. And the question says, find the mean of the following distribution. And we have a table here with two columns. First column says class interval and the second column says frequency. Under class interval, we have four intervals 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 and 30 to 40. And we have respective frequencies in the adjacent column. So we know how to calculate mean when frequency is given. And the formula we use is x bar is equal to sigma x into f by sigma f. But here the numbers are grouped into intervals. So we don't know the exact x value here. So what do we do? In this case, what we do is we use a value called midpoint to represent each class interval. And we calculate the midpoint using the formula upper limit plus lower limit whole divided by 2. So if you see, this midpoint is actually the middle point of each of the class interval. I have added a column here now, and this is for midpoint, and we are going to calculate the midpoint for each of the class interval. So for the first interval, it would be 0 plus 10 divided by 2, which is 5. So the formula, if you remember, is upper limit plus lower limit whole divided by 2. For the second class, it will be 10 plus 20 whole divided by 2, which is 15. And then for third class, it would be 20 plus 30 whole divided by 2, which is 25. And then for fourth class, it will be 30 plus 40 whole divided by 2, which is 35. Now we have the midpoint, we have the frequency. How to calculate mean? Same formula, we replace x with m. So now x bar is equal to sigma mf whole divided by sigma f. So now what do we have to do? We have to find mf, which means we have to multiply each of the midpoint with the respective frequency. So the first one we have 5 into 2, which is 10. Second we have 15 into 5, 75. Third 25 into 1, that is 25. And then 35 into 3, 105. Now next we have to find the sigma values or find the totals. So the total of f, sigma f is going to be 11 and sigma mf is 215. Putting all the values into the formula, we have x bar is equal to 215 divided by 11, which is 19.55. Let's try one more question. Calculate the mean of the following data using direct method and shortcut method. We have a table where we have age in years, we have class interval, and then we have number of workers, which means how many workers fall within that age range. And we are going to find the mean using both direct method and shortcut method. So first, let us make this table into a vertical one with one column for age and the second column for number of workers, which is frequency. Then we know we have to find the midpoint. So I have added a column for the midpoint here. How do we calculate the midpoint? Add both the numbers in the class interval and then divide it by 2. So the first one we have 20 plus 30 divided by 2, which is 25. Next we have 30 plus 40 divided by 2, which is 35. And 40 plus 50 divided by 2, 45. Then 50 plus 60 divided by 2, which is 55. And last 60 plus 70 divided by 2, which is 65. So now we have the middle point values and we have the frequency also. And now we are going to put first the direct method. For direct method, we know all we need to do is calculate the mf first. So for that, multiply the m values with the f values. So this is what we get. We have the mf column First, we have 25 into 8, which is 200. 35 into 15, which is 525. Then 45 into 12, which is 540. 55 into 9, which is 495. 65 into 6, which is 390. Next, we have to find the sigma values. So, sigma F is 50 and sigma MF is 2150. Now, mean, we know the formula x bar is equal to sigma MF divided by sigma F, which is 2150 divided by 50, which is 43. This is the answer we get when we use direct method. Now, if you remember the assume mean method, let's try that, the shortcut method. So here, the first we need to do is choose an assumed mean, which could be any number from the middle point, because that is where we have to find the assumed mean from. So I am taking 45 here. So my A here is 45. And we know next what we have to do, we have to calculate D, which is the difference, which is X minus A. In this case, it is going to be M minus A. So I'm going to add a column here. So D is equal to X minus A. Let's start calculating. So first we have 25 minus 45, which is minus 20. Then 35 minus 45, which is minus 10. Then 45 minus 45, which is 0. 55 minus 45, which is 10. Then 65 minus 45, which is 20. And now we have to find the DF, difference into frequency. So minus 20 into 8, we have minus 160. Minus 10 into 15, minus 150. 0 into 12, which is 0. Then 10 into 9, 90. 20 into 6, 120. We have F, we have DF. Now we add all of them to find the sigma values. So we have sigma F is equal to 50 and sigma DF is equal to 100. Now remember the formula to calculate mean when we are using assume mean method. X bar is equal to A plus sigma MF whole divided by sigma F. So we have X bar is equal to 45 plus within brackets minus 100 divided by 50. So we have 45 plus minus 2, which is 45 minus 2, 43. And this is exactly the same answer when we use the direct method also. So this kind of cross verifies the answer. So you have both the methods in front of you. You can use whichever you find easy to calculate mean when a class interval is given. If you see here, the class interval that we have is a very uniform one. There is a fixed pattern. See, 20 to 30, 30 to 40. The upper limit of the one interval becomes the lower limit of the next interval, and the range is also very uniform, difference of 10 each. What to do when it is not uniform? When it is not so in order? That we'll study in our next video. Thanks for watching. If you have not already, make sure you subscribe to my videos. Hit the like button to let me know whether you understood everything or not. And the comment section is open for you now. Happy learning!